Hello everybody, it's good to be with you, even though it's not in person, but at least we have a little bit more connection than we do through emails and bulletins that have been coming out in the last few days. Thanks for the feedback on those. It's been really good to get that and to know that they've been helpful and encouraging, and there will be more. There will be some email bulletins for leaders and for the church, as well as video bulletins like this one, which is a trial really today, because we want to stay as connected as possible. One of the challenges, of course, with the coronavirus pandemic that's affected so much of the world is remaining connected. So we're as you've been finding out, we've been trying all sorts of different ways to encourage the connection of our people. In particular, the Tuesday night connect groups that last night met and on Zoom meeting, and it went very, very well indeed. In fact, one group went so well that they want to continue to meet and have Zoom meetings, and by all means do that. We'll have Zoom licenses for group leaders later today, which gives you greater flexibility and limitations are removed from the way we conduct those Zoom meetings. One of the things that we're going to bring to you during the week on a regular basis during this time are simple devotionals where my wife and I, Anne, will share with you some of the things that are on our heart as we work through this difficult time together. One of the things I want to reiterate today in this very short update is that it's going to be very easy for people in the current climate with the restrictions and more restrictions coming, we hear later this afternoon, where people are feeling isolated. We're going to have to work hard as a team. As a church, we can't afford to let anyone fall through the cracks, whether that be through technological cracks or just other social cracks. We don't want anyone to be feeling estranged any more than they have to be because of the circumstances that we're in at the moment. So if you know someone or you know something about someone and you're concerned, pick up the phone and call them, or text them, or drop them an email, something. If you can't get an answer, will you please alert us, and we will make sure that these people are looked after, particularly our more vulnerable people who've got health challenges. It's important that the whole church remains as connected as possible. We're working on new ways all the time to facilitate that. We think the Zoom meetings have already been successful, will be a fairly normal part of our routine going forward anyway, even after the crisis is averted. The new edition of the Pulse and the Vibe comes out in a day or two. That'll have more information in there as well. But above all, if you've got a concern, would you please call us? You can call the office or call our mobile phones. The pastors were all working from home as of today and tomorrow for the short term, or till we know more. And so don't hesitate to pick the phone up and call us if you've got a concern of any kind. One of the things we will set up soon is a Zoom prayer meeting where people can log in for prayer. We'll let you know the times for that so that we can still intercede together as much as we can for the issues that are facing us as a church and facing us as a nation. Above all, just to this short bulletin today, I want to encourage you to pray for our Prime Minister and the people working with him. This is an enormous task. It's even more stressful in some ways than a war, World War II. That was stressful enough, but we just don't have any answers to this at the moment. Our Prime Minister looked really tired last night on the TV, and I think we should be interceding for him and his family and those around him. Let's do our best to support our leaders at this time. We want to just really press the issue too that we want everybody, we want to encourage everybody to comply with the restrictions and not find loopholes around those. The spirit of these restrictions is we need to be as socially distant from people as we can while they try to flatten that curve out and stop the spread of this virus. People who think that, look, we can just go and do our own thing, well, you can't. That's pretty selfish. We ask people not to do that, to comply with the restrictions. These are law, and let's be really good role models in our community at this difficult time. Well, that's all for this little video. I will be in touch with you more, and other leaders will as well, as we get a handle on the best ways to communicate with you. In the meantime, remember that God is still on his throne. We're still his children. He's left us here. He's deployed us here for such a time as this. Let's be salt and light. Let's be really aware of what the Spirit of God is doing and work with him to be a blessing to the world. Well, God bless you all.